Hello everyone and welcome to HD Rules 001's review and results show for the WWE 2012 Royal Rumble. And I'll go through basically what happened and what I thought of the show, and this is basically a reply video to the Royal Rumble prediction show I posted a few days ago. So we'll kick it off with the triple threat steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan successfully retaining after the Big Show basically dropped him off the top of the cage by holding him up, and so Bryan retains. And looking back on it, the championship very rarely changes, or a world championship very rarely changes hands at the Royal Rumble. I honestly thought that Bryan was going to lose it, simply because he doesn't have enough star power. But WWE must believe that he has the star power to give us quite a good WrestleMania match, because I can't really see Bryan losing the title now before WrestleMania. So next up, we had a bonus match, because there were only 4 advertised matches on the card. It was kind of pathetic in that sense. But the first bonus match, because we had 2 bonus matches, was an 8 Diva tag team match. Beth Phoenix, Natalya and the Bellas defeated Kelly, Eve Torres and Alicia Fox with Tamina Snuka. Now, I make no secret that the Divas division, which used to be known as the women's division, I don't know why they changed that, but they did. It's all to do with this sort of Barbie dolls versus the proper women wrestlers, and by proper women wrestlers we're talking Beth and Natalya, and another one I'll mention a bit later. But it's getting to the point where you hear Beth's music and then you hear maybe Eve's music or Kelly's music, and you think, why bother? I mean, they're good to look at. These girls can wrestle. A couple of them can wrestle, but it's just boring to see the same sort of matches, because they've got to have a women's division. They have, and they've got some good athletes, and Eve seems to be improving. It's just this crap with Kelly, and Alicia Fox seems to have turned into a face, and that's a bit of a waste in my opinion. Tamina, I haven't seen too much of her because she's been on WWE Superstars, and that's a web-only show. Are they building up to a Beth Natalya match at WrestleMania? I'd like to see it. It'd be quite an interesting match. The Bellas just seem to be, switching from, oh yeah, I support the face, or I support the heel, and it's like, but Beth wins after hitting Kelly with a glam slam. Pretty good finish to the match, but the rest of the match was a bit pathetic in my opinion. John Cena versus Cain. Now, I just put this one down to a no contest, and it was a double count out, so in my opinion I basically got that one right. If you want to argue, you can argue, but it's, as I keep saying, Cena needs to be kept away from the WWE Championship to make Cena rock at WrestleMania just as big as it is. There's no need to put the strap on the line, because what if Rock would win at WrestleMania, win the strap and vacate the strap? It just doesn't make any sense. So Cena Cain, no contest. I think it was quite good at the end of the match. They brawled to the back, and Cain got his hands on Zack Ryder again, possibly to make up some sort of WrestleMania match between Ryder and Cain. I don't know, but it's all to do with keeping Cena away from the WWE Championship. I think Cain will fulfil that role very well. It's got to go to Elimination Chamber, possibly possibly in a no holds barred match or falls count anywhere match, and you know, that's just my opinion. But double count out, bit of a disappointment really. It should have ended in a disqualification or something like that, or double DQ, but in my opinion I was right with that one, and no contest. And the second bonus match was the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay defeating Drew McIntyre. I was happy and sad about this match. Happy about the fact that Drew McIntyre's back on pay-per-view. Not just because he's Scottish. I do believe Drew McIntyre is a good worker, and the way his relationship with Tiffany in real life worked out, you know, he's sort of like being kept down for that, and he'll eventually come back up, just the same as Triple H did, because he was kept down for the Madison Square Garden incident. But you know, we all know how Triple H rose and came back. But Brodus Clay, I'm disappointed in. It's not the fact I don't like the character. It's quite a good character, but it's just basically Flash Funk Mark II using Ernest the Cat Miller's WWE theme. I mean, it's Flash Funk 2 in every sense of the word. He's called the Funkasaurus, yeah? He's got 2 dancers with him, same as Flash Funk. He wears the same sort of stuff to the ring as Flash Funk did. Alright, you can give someone a push, but like someone else said in another review video I've watched since the Rumble, you know, that stuff could have been done mid-Rumble. You know, when no one was in the ring, he could have done his dance and, you know, got over that way. But Brodus defeats Drew. It's as if he's being pushed down our throats, the same as Flash Funk was. I mean, Flash Funk was Scorpio. No, a good Scorpio was. You know, Brodus has got to prove something to me before he can even win a championship. And I predict, say, like, by, say, SummerSlam or Night of Champions, Brodus Clay's character will have changed from the Funkasaurus, because it's just not a winning thing. He's there for the kids, you know, and the further we move away from the kids' PG era, the better. So Brodus Clay will become probably a major player, but not in terms of Funkasaurus. Then we have the WWE Championship match. Special guest referee John Laurinaitis between CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. I think Laurinaitis surprised everyone when he said, I'm going to stand outside the ring and have a proper ref officiate the match. I was wrong on this one, because it was before the Rumble and I thought Ziggler was going to win the championship match, but Punk wins. You know, I think it was a bit of a bugger up on the or a botch on the count and the pinfall from Laurinaitis. I reckon he was supposed to be there for the 3 count as well. It's all to do with the storyline. Will John Laurinaitis keep his job and blah 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 blah? And quite frankly, I think the WWE universe, that's you and me, are getting a bit bored of Laurinaitis' character. I mean, do we care he's the executive vice president of talent relations? No. Do we care he's interim Raw general manager? No. I mean, Vince McMahon's character as Mr. McMahon is likeable in the fact that we love to hate him. Laurinaitis' character is just pathetic and boring. You know, just get rid of him. But Punk wins after the go to sleep for the 2nd time in the match. Punk had a victory at least 3 to 4 times in the match. Ziggler won it 2 or 3 times. But Punk wins, and like he may well go to WrestleMania himself. Difficult to say, because they seem to be changing plans to left, right and centre, which is quite evident in the outcome of the 30-man Royal Rumble match, or should I say 20-man Royal Rumble match, and one Diva. Karma made a return, as all 3 announcers, the King, Booker T and Michael Cole, went in. Michael Cole was more or less eliminated by Karma. It was good to see her back. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen too much of her, but you know, that could raise a storyline and some sort of mixed gender match on Raw or something. It's not big enough for a pay-per-view. But with all three announcers going into the Rumble, you know, that left 3 spots for superstars that could have entered the Rumble match. You also had Hacksaw Jim Duggan coming in, which was a good tribute to the Rumble's 25-year history. I'll freely admit that. Road Dogg came in. Road Dogg seems to be some sort of agent or scout in the background of WWE. It was good to hear that music, even though they kept out the word ass. I mean, hearing that music without that word just doesn't make it, you know. But he came out wearing the DX t-shirt, you know, he got his pop. Santino, Marella and Mick Cobra match up, you know, which was quite interesting. Santino's obviously asked Mick in the past if he can do that with the Cobra, and Mick said, yeah, no problem. I'd like to see, I mean, the King made up with the good nicknames, the Sock and Snake Connection. There's a tag team and possibly future tag team champions for you. But in terms of star power, this Rumble was probably the most lackluster Royal Rumble in terms of star power. Yes, we had Miz. Yes, we had, you know, we had Cody Rhodes. Yes, we had Barrett. Yes, we had Randy Orton. Yes, we had Sheamus. Yes, we had Mick Foley. Yes, we had, you know, it just seems, I mean, having only one of the Usos getting a shot at the Rumble, it's like, hey, what? So they could have taken the Uso out. They could have taken the 3 announcers out. They could have taken Karma out. I mean, there's 5 spots in the Royal Rumble that could have gone to established talent. I mean, even if John Cena would have entered the Royal Rumble, I wouldn't have minded, even if he got thrown out of the Royal Rumble. Hornswoggle. He's a bigger star than most of the guys in this year's Royal Rumble match. But in terms of the winner, Sheamus, very happy about that. I picked Jericho to win, and I was completely wrong. Rumours across the internet say that there was negotiations before the Royal Rumble match. I honestly think that Jericho was meant to win originally. They changed plans to stop internet predictions and, you know, to stop internet dirt sheets being right. However, I still think we may well get our Punk Jericho match at WrestleMania. You know, for the title or not for the title, we will see Punk Jericho at WrestleMania, and that's quite a good match. That'll be quite a good match. But as I say, Royal Rumble, I was happiest when Sheamus eventually won, but I was even more happy when Randy Orton got thrown over the top. Not to say I don't like Orton. I think he's got a very good work ethic. He's one of the top 5 workers in the business, or should I say in the company, and deserves to be where he's at. But as for main event in WrestleMania, he's been there, he's done that. He doesn't need to do that. He's at a stage in his career where he can just like produce a good match. But you know, time will tell. Last year's Elimination Chamber was quite predictable, and you knew who was going to win basically when it started. But one thing I must say about the Royal Rumble, brilliant moment with Kofi Kingston. He got thrown over the top by the Miz, and you know, worked it out. He was actually doing a handstand. I'm sure you've seen it if you're watching this video. Similar to John Morrison's parkour, jumping from one bit, jumping the ring barrier to the ring steps. Similar sort of thing with Kofi, just showing you that they're thinking about ways to keep superstars in rather than just hanging on the ropes, you know, which we've seen millions of times. But like I say, Sheamus wins. Not disappointed about that at all. Initially I did actually want him to win. I just thought Jericho or Orton would win. So not a bad Royal Rumble. Pretty good event all round. Bit disappointed with the bonus matches. I mean, I would have probably either set up an Intercontinental or US title match. I mean, the mere fact that those belts don't seem to be put up for grabs anymore just deflates their prestige. I think they should be defended at more or less every event. You know, it's WWE's getting there. It's coming back to good times. It's just the fact that they've got to go over this hump of PG stuff. I mean, I don't want weapons in every match. I don't want, you know, to see all the divas in thongs and push-up bikinis in every match. I just want the language to be back. I want the mere fact that, you know, Punk seems to be the new Stone Cold in terms of anti rules and regulations. Brilliant, you know, we got to see that. But Cena and Orton must be kept away from the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships respectively, and let somebody else have a run with it. Even The Miz, I wouldn't mind seeing as WWE World Champion again. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. So basically that's it for this video. There will be another one coming in the next couple of weeks because of the Elimination Chamber. More news and things up to then as well. And you'll hear my predictions just before Elimination Chamber. So thanks for watching. Leave any comments in the comments. And I'll see you next time.